Hello, Yankees universe. Welcome back to your go-to channel, New York Yankees News Network, where we bring you the latest and most engaging updates about our beloved Bronx Bombers. Today, we have 3 jam-packed updates that just surfaced a few hours ago, and if you're a true Yankees fan, you won't want to miss them. So, before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay in the loop with all things Yankees. Update 1. Yankees star pitcher's season ends abruptly, but there's a silver lining for 2026. The Yankees have just received some tough news regarding one of their key relievers, Jonathan Loáisiga. The talented right-hander is done for the year due to a flexor strain. This is a frustrating blow for both him and the team, as he's been consistently held back by injuries throughout his career. Just last year, in 2023, he underwent surgery to remove a bone spur from his elbow, and in April of 2024, he required internal brace surgery on the ulnar collateral ligament in his throwing elbow. The Yankees showed faith in him by re-signing him for 2025, even while he was still recovering from that surgery. Loaisiga's talent is undeniable. Back in 2020 and 2021, he posted a remarkable 2.50 earned run average across 93 and 2/3 innings. This season, before the latest injury, he had pitched 29 and 2/3 innings with a 4.25 earned run average. Unfortunately, his season was a series of stops and starts. After being reinstated from the injured list in mid-May, he quickly returned to the IL with mid-back tightness, and then the flexor strain occurred during his rehab assignment. The good news is that Jonathan Loáisiga is not expected to require surgery for this latest injury. This bodes well for his chances of a full recovery for next season. The Yankees now face a decision about his future, as his $5 million deal includes a club option for 2026. Given his history of injuries and this season's performance, it's possible they might not trigger the option, but they could potentially re-sign him at a different price point. The Yankees bullpen has been in flux, with recent additions like David Bednar and Camilo Doval, who joined an already talented group including Devin Williams and Luke Weaver. They also recently welcomed Fernando Cruz back from his own IL stint. While the relief corps has had a rough August with a 4.88 earned run average, they have a chance to turn things around for the postseason run. A healthy Loaisiga would have certainly helped, but that's not going to happen this year. Manager Aaron Boone also provided an update on left-handed pitcher Ryan Yarbrough, who will likely be a long reliever when he comes off the IL. The Yankees' rotation is now set with Luis Gil, Cam Schlittler, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, and Will Warren, so Yarbrough's role will shift to the bullpen, where he'll join Paul Blackburn in long relief. The Yankees will certainly miss Loaisiga's presence, but the fact that he's unlikely to need surgery is a huge positive for his long-term outlook. So, we've already covered the unfortunate news about Jonathan Loáisiga's season-ending injury, but now let's shift our focus to the field. Update 2. The Yankees' unstoppable streak, how they crushed the White Sox, and what it means for the AL East race. The Yankees are on fire, and they just extended their winning streak to 6 games with a dominant 10-2 victory over the White Sox. This game was a perfect example of a good team taking full advantage of the opportunities presented to them. The Yankees were the beneficiaries of 9 walks and an error from the White Sox. After a bit of a slow start, they went on to collect 7 hits and put up 10 runs on the board. The game didn't start in the most conventional way. In the first inning, former Yankee Yoendrys Gomez walked the first 3 batters on a total of 18 pitches. While Ben Rice grounded into a double play, Trent Grisham was able to score, giving the Yankees an early lead. The turning point, however, came in the 4th inning. After Giancarlo Stanton reached on a catcher's interference, Gomez walked Jazz Chisholm Jr. and Austin Wells to load the bases again. This time, Trent Grisham stepped up and hit a grand slam, blowing the game wide open. The White Sox did manage to get a run back in the 5th inning against Carlos Rodon, but the Yankees immediately responded in the 6th with a single from Anthony Volpe and Austin Wells, each bringing home a run. Then, after Aaron Judge drew a walk, Ben Rice came through with an RBI single. On the mound, Carlos Rodon delivered a solid performance. Despite a little trouble in the 6th inning, he convinced manager Aaron Boone to let him stay in the game and promptly struck out the last batter to get through 6 full innings. In those 6 frames, he allowed just 1 run, scattering 7 hits and 2 walks while striking out 5. The Yankees reached double digits for the 4th time this week thanks to Anthony Volpe's 2-run homer in the 7th inning. The Yankees bullpen, including Fernando Cruz, Tim Hill, and Camilo Doval, closed out the game, securing the victory. This win is a huge step for the Yankees, as they are now in 2nd place in the American League East, just 3 games behind Toronto. They will look to extend their win streak to 7 games in the next matchup against the White Sox, with Cam Schlittler scheduled to start for the Yankees. The offense is clicking, the pitching is solid, and the team is showing exactly why they are a force to be reckoned with. Yankees fans, you've been with us through the tough news on Jonathan Loáisiga and the thrilling win streak, and now it's time for our final and perhaps most brutally honest update. This one is all about the newest Bronx Bomber, Ryan McMahon, and his incredibly candid admission that has everyone talking. Update 3. Ryan McMahon's shocking confession. Is his bat finally waking up? It's been a bit of a roller coaster for Ryan McMahon since he was traded to the Yankees. The front office brought him in for one specific reason: to bring elite defense to the hot corner and provide some much-needed stability to the infield. After all, the Yankees' third baseman had combined for a dismal -6 in outs above average, a statistic that measures a player's range and ability to convert batted balls into outs. McMahon, a 2024 All-Star, was the perfect fit to fix that problem, especially since his defense is considered to be at a Gold Glove level. The trade was a bold move, sending 2 promising pitching prospects, left-hander Griffin Herring and right-hander Josh Grosh, to the Colorado Rockies in exchange for the veteran infielder. McMahon's glove has absolutely lived up to the hype. He has been a steadying force at third base, working seamlessly with Anthony Volpe to solidify the left side of the infield. This has also allowed Jazz Chisholm Jr. to move back to his more natural position at second base, which is a win for everyone. However, the one major question mark surrounding McMahon was always his offense. He has a career batting average of .239 and has never been considered a power hitter, a fact that was only amplified by playing his home games at Coors Field. But no one was prepared for what he said after hitting his first home run in pinstripes. After an outstanding game where he hit a 3-run blast, McMahon was incredibly honest with reporters, making a shocking confession that resonated with every true fan. He looked them in the eyes and said, "I've sucked. I don't think it's a secret, so I'm just trying to get going." Now you have to appreciate that level of raw honesty from a player. He didn't make excuses. He owned his struggles, and that's something that instantly earns respect. And while his slash line of .212 batting average, .320 on-base percentage, and .329 slugging percentage as a Yankee isn't fantastic, it's not far off from his numbers as a Rocky, where he hit .217 with a .314 on-base percentage and a .403 slugging percentage. His first home run as a Yankee was a beautiful solo shot in a victory against the Washington Nationals, and it felt like a huge weight was lifted off his shoulders. It was a no-doubter, a shot of confidence that everyone hopes will jumpstart his offensive production. The Yankees are not relying on McMahon to be their main source of power, as they have plenty of that with Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and others. Instead, they are benefiting from his stellar defense, which saves runs and helps the pitching staff. This brutal admission and his subsequent home run show a player who is determined to improve and live up to the high expectations of the Bronx. It's a reminder that even the most talented athletes face adversity, and we are all hoping that this is the moment McMahon's bat finally comes alive for good. That's a wrap on today's New York Yankees News Network. We hope you enjoyed these 3 major updates. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest news on our Bronx Bombers. Let us know in the comments which of these updates you found most interesting. Until next time, let's go Yankees!